Wow, I have an ingrown toenail, and with that said, a new Let's Play with the Ocean, the second story are the only thing that I really actually knew or know about the Ocean was the third game which I've played. It's a little bit controversial, obviously. I don't want to spoil anything because I'm pretty sure, you know, they remastered the first Star Ocean, we made the second one now, or they also remade the first one, and maybe they want to remake the third one, so I'm not going to say anything about that. And to be honest, I'm kind of too stupid to remember too much about it, except one big thing that kind of ruined the experience for most people. But I never had any other Star Ocean games I played except Star Ocean 5 on the PlayStation 3, which never released outside of Japan, because they only released the new gen versions, like on PlayStation 4 and PC. No, there was no PC version. They only released on like PlayStation 4. But I downloaded like a transfer to play it on my PlayStation 3. It was actually kind of decent. It was a fairly... It was alright. It wasn't something great, but it also wasn't bad. The only thing I know about this game is that you play like the kid or something from the character in the first game. So it's not a direct sequel. Like, you can play this without having to play the first one. That's what I know. I just know that there's a little bit of nods to the first game. But aside from that, it's probably not too important. We can be Clotesy Kenny, the only son of 1XJ Kenny. What is up with the names? Hero of the Terran Alliance, Earthling. Unsure of what he wants to do in life, he's been going along with his surroundings. He's a 19-year-old student at an officer school with a lot on his mind. He's learned hand-to-hand combat at school, however... The thing is, wait, can I go back again? I need to do something big. There we go. This... No, wait. No. Obviously, we want this in English. Whoops. Jesus Christ. I can't speak French. I had Latin in school. This is what I wanted to change. I can't play a Japanese game in English. Sorry. I'm gonna be that guy. I think dubs are always bad. The thing is, if I would watch a Hungarian documentary about the Hungarian revolution of 1956, I would watch it in Hungarian too with subs. I wouldn't want to watch that with dubs either. I think dubs always are better than the subs, always. There's no exceptions. Dubs are always superior in their own language. If something is made in German, watch it in German with subs. If something is made in French, watch it in French with subs. If something is made in Japanese, there's some exceptions, like obviously Resident Evil is made in Japan, but obviously they are kind of thinking in a more Western style, like, oh, the thing is, in that game, they went with English voice actors first and stuff like that. But, there's some exceptions like that, but overall I would say, especially for anime stuff, always pick the superior dub, which isn't a dub, because it's the original, and the original isn't a dub, so just pick the real version. A carefree, starry-eyed 17-year-old girl with a big imagination. Oh, she's just like me, except that I'm not 17 anymore and I'm not a girl. She's great at martial arts and also possesses a mysterious healing power from the southern village of Alia on the planet Expel. She's a cute girl, so obviously we're gonna go with her. And obviously I don't want to change the name because it's kinda lame. Voice language, oh, we could have changed it here too. Voice type. Was it like... SE means the new version, right? Because it was... I mean, this obviously sounds kind of cuter. Difficulty. Satisfying normal mode, universe brutal hard mode. I mean, I'm just gonna go with normal. Arrangement, original, obviously arrangement, probably display art. Toggle character art during events on. And then we're just gonna go and start the game. I guess that's what's gonna happen. Like, I don't think there's anything else that we can change. Hopefully I have also the volume correctly. That's looking like Earth, but it probably isn't Earth because we only planet Expel, right? Because we picked a girl and said home planet, but maybe her planet currently is Earth. So, I mean, not every planet that's green and full of water is Earth, obviously. It depends. And yeah, this is like the first Star Ocean game I'm playing in. Star Ocean 3 was like 2005? It has been quite a while. And I was a young kid, so I don't even remember that much about that anymore. But let's see. I mean, it caught my eye in the direct where they announced it, because it doesn't have this Octopath Traveler style to it. It has like this 3D, 2D. And Octopath Traveler, I played the first game, people say, if you bounce off the first game, try the second game, but I don't feel like it. Like, I dropped Octopath Traveler after like a few hours. I was like, it's too generic and doesn't really seem like it's much of a step up. But obviously I could be wrong. You know, I could be totally wrong, but this just caught my eye and it made me think, holy shit. Mommy, did we forget something? We probably forgot something, otherwise Mommy wouldn't say, wait up. A break? We don't need a break. Like, who needs a break? Like, we can just go out, why? Like, we're just wanting to play. Crazy things, the sorcery globe. Earthquake? Animals wild and attacking people, that can't be true. I mean, we can... No, damn. I mean, we should be fun, right? Like... I mean, a foul is nice, Mommy. Maybe if we took our mommy, she would understand it too. Oops. Because she harps on you because she's kind of scared, you know? Because she doesn't want her kid to die. Move character, open cam menu, that's the X button, confirm, open, cancel, open shortcut, current location. The minimap, obviously everyone knows how the minimap works. Sub-event mark, limited, oh, there's limited events. I know that there's like tons of characters you can get into your party. But I guess, you know, if you want some, I'm not your child. I mean, obviously that's what a normal older person says, but okay, do we have a one button? Doesn't look like it. Cam menu, make preparations, equipment. Depending on story progress, characters will occasionally comment on the next objective. Okay. Obviously, improve probably means improve. Here we can equip stuff. Oh, the cam menu is always called the cam menu. Like, I would kind of think a cam menu is like at a camp. And obviously we're not camping right now. Oh, this... Can we go back to Mommy? Mommy, I'm back. We went to the forest. Hey, you're early today. Well, no dinner? Then I'm gonna leave again. Like, how can you not make dinner? You know, your kid is kind of hungry. I'm hungry. Okay, it kind of looks like we also have a dad because the big... No, wait, we have to have... No, wait, it's one bed. And this is like two big beds, right? So it means we have a dad, but we haven't seen a dad yet because he's probably working. Because, well, that's what a dad kind of does. And obviously the thing is, at the start of every JRPG, if there's a village or a town, you go exploring in it. I mean, we are old, or she's old, we're young. So we can do stuff, you know, we have the exploring mind of a young person. We can become adventurers till we take an arrow to the knee, haha. Please shoot me in my head with an arrow instead. Oh, there's someone there. The mayor. Or it's just maybe his wife. Or the servant. Can we just yoink something? Like, his security is kind of lash, isn't it? Okay, one thing I already noticed. We can't really interact with... Oh, wait. We can't really interact with things. You know, in other JRPGs, like Trails Off, in some cases, like, I only played the first Trails Off and it was so boring, I had to quit the game after 15 hours. It was like, yeah, I'm not caught. And people say, you know, it gets good after the 50-hour mark, and then you have to play the second game, which is also kind of like a slow burn, and then you have to play Cold Steel, and this one, and that one. And I will never be able to get into that series because it just seems kind of generic to me. Draw chests. Various chests can be inside, found inside, rare items. I mean, why would I... Oh, spiked is enemies. Like, why would I care about the rarity of a thing? Like, I'm gonna open it anyways. It doesn't matter the quality of it. My dad is also working. What story, kids? But the thing is, this will never happen. Like, you don't in a JRPG, you don't promise kids to do something with them when you're back, because you will never get back to the village. Or maybe we will. Maybe we will get back to the village, but I mean, it's such a nice and sunny day. I mean, looks like it's always... Wow! Surgery glove fell on the L continent, and lots of monsters appeared. And they attack people. Thing is this all for me? Well, I'm not gonna say no to, you know, the equip wizard. I mean, why wouldn't we take it on? I mean, I wouldn't think that we're just getting stuff for free suddenly. That why is he giving this, you know? Oh damn, Han. Han means chicken or cock in German. A simple pair of sandals made of wood. Oh, it even makes our character weaker. Like, that's kind of weird that we could buy something and it makes it already weaker. Well, not like I need to buy anything then if we don't put sandals on. What about you, little kid? What are you doing here? Well, it's probably a save, yeah. Obviously, if you look at this, you would know that's a save point. If this isn't a save point, then I don't know what a save point would look like. But you know, I've played a couple of games in my life. Guys, no flirting before the sun sets. Pretty big. I mean, just as big as my love for your wife. Can we cuck him? And what kind of thing? Maybe the symbols above the names maybe change to something. Like maybe, oh damn, we can yoink their stuff. Blackberries and blueberries. I'm pretty sure the girl is probably into blueberries while the guy likes the blackberries and we stole it from them. That's what you get from marrying bitches. Not that I'm jealous, but sometimes you have to insult a freshly married couple. Well, I don't like to go to church. Is this supposed to be a church? Doesn't look like one, so it shouldn't be one. If it is one, oh, it is one. Priest, your church looks like shit. Okay, everyone is kind of like talking about, and yet you're getting intoxicated, little boy. And I'm pretty sure this is probably the story. Sword of Light. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna become a hero, right? And the thing is, if we become a hero, I wouldn't go to church. Like, I would train it without learning from God. The gods are testing our fate. Oh, our whole world goes to shit, but I'm sure the gods will come to save us, right? Like, if God would exist, they wouldn't let it happen in the first place. Haha, I said it. Woohoo. Let me go back to Reddit. I'm an atheist, even though I'm not even an atheist. Like, in some ways, I do believe there's something out there that we would consider God. But I don't believe that something out there that we consider God is God. If that makes sense. Like, I do think, you know, there's some crazy stuff out in the world, but it's not the kind of God that we would expect, you know? Hey, time to go to the forest. Yeah, and I could talk about that religion. I mean, I couldn't talk about... I wanted to say I could talk about the religion stuff for days, but actually I wouldn't be able to talk about it for days. I would kind of think, You know, like, I like listening to people, you know? I would never tell someone, yeah, your religion or your faith is pretty damn stupid. I would kind of want to hear what they think about it and kind of talk about it with them before I can really judge it, you know. I can bring some good things, can bring some bad things. It always depends, you know. Nothing on the earth is total shit. I mean, some things. Like, if you murder an innocent person, then that's pretty shit. Like, there's some things that are actually kind of bad. But, for example, murder isn't always bad. Like, you can murder someone who wanted to turn murder into another person. Or, I said it wrongly. If you murder someone, like, it's like the Punisher, kind of. Why? Like, the Punisher is a character where people say, oh, Punisher isn't good. Because the Punisher kills people who kind of deserve to die in most cases, right? So, but people say, you know, one eye for another eye makes the whole world go blind, but that's from Gandhi, and Gandhi was a pedophile, so I don't know if I would really want to listen to Gandhi. So, maybe Gandhi wasn't this good person, to be honest. Back by normal standards, back by old standards maybe, but nowadays, critical. Reina, you are summoning monsters now. I gave her 5 seconds before monsters show up. Well, that was less than 5 seconds. Damn, that's a big boy. Damn, she got clapped. Cloud. Go on, one we can fight. Damn, he has a big foot. Holy moly. I like the animation. His face was funny. Hey, Claude. We already know your name. We saw it on the others. We already saw it on the other thing. I guess, you know, if we started Claude, maybe you're the kind of... Like, I don't know where Claude would start. Like, maybe he started in the same area, probably, because you wouldn't have too much of a difference. But Claude is obviously the kind of person that can use pistols and stuff, while Reina's probably from an ancient continent that doesn't have technology yet, probably, that much. Like, maybe they have some kind of technology, but not like him, like spaceships and stuff. Well, I mean, after seeing something like a gun, you would kind of think like, oh, I should run away. Even though he saved her. Oh, she's just a little bit shy. Maybe a little bit. Especially since he saved your life, little girlie. I mean, where would he go? Go back, Reina! Faster! Like, in the time it takes you to the site, he's gonna be gone. I mean, it's fine, we forgive you, Reina. Or I forgive her. He did also forgive her, but... a little bit. Just needed to catch my breath, kinda. Lanford. You know, that's a name, that's a big name. S. Why not S. Kennedy? Mr. Kenny. He's not that much older than you. So there's no need to say Mr. Maybe he wants to know about her cute accessory in her hair. Where am I? Well, you're in our little sacred forest. And we will maybe bring you into our beautiful village. And there will be a big earthquake soon, so it will get destroyed, probably. I can already call it. Our village gets destroyed. And our mom probably has to suffer because of it. He probably can't remember. Amnesia, it's gonna happen. Amnesia, he's gonna drop it. I can't remember anything. I can only remember my own name. Okay, never mind, Charity. My clairvoyance was wrong. She probably doesn't know what Earth is. Like, these people probably don't even know that you can move to different planets, probably. I mean, judging by her village, they are like kinda the typical fantasy starting village. But maybe the continent, I mean, we don't know how much she knows about the world. Like, it could be like a little village where some people know about how life could be in the big cities, but maybe every village here is kinda small. We have to see that. But obviously, Star Ocean is kinda about that, you know, the old with the new. Maybe our mom will cook extra dinner for us tonight. And then we can eat it all together. Yippee! And then she's gonna tease us about having found a boyfriend finally. And maybe Dad is gonna be like, no, you're too young to have a... oh, I was like, where's my girl? Or was like, well, why can't I even choose character if it just makes me play as Claude anyways? But, you know, I'd like this... I mean, obviously it looks like a fairly older game, you know? Like, this is nothing that couldn't run on a PlayStation 3 kind of thing. But, you know, I like the contrast between the 2D characters and the 3D world. Like, something about it just seems so nice. It's kind of small, isn't it? Like, you would probably get bored living here forever. Well, old man, what do you say about my boyfriend? Hello? Okay, maybe they don't change the dialogue? Yeah, I would kind of think since we have a new guy in town, they would be like, hey, maybe she's gonna be like, hey, who are you? This guy's cute. Oh, there we go. He is not my boyfriend. I mean, I knew it. At least one villager would make fun of our new boyfriend. Like, that's just something that has to be done in a JRPG. Wedding ceremonies? It doesn't look like there's gonna be much of marriages going on here when everyone is already married. Because, well, let's be honest, there's like 10 people in the town. Thing is, it kind of makes him look like he has a Hitler mustache. No, we can't tell you that story. Like, maybe listen to the priest that would probably tell the story tomorrow morning again. You know, it kind of loses a little bit of its flair if everyone makes fun of us for having a boyfriend now. Like, the boyfriend joke makes sense once, but saying it over and over? No, that goes too far. They're gonna make... Yes, why would you even show this house to... Why would they show this to everyone? Like, I would understand showing him the church, but why do you step in someone else's home and tell them, oh, they just married? Damn, in front of her boyfriend? Really? Damn, I don't know. I don't want to judge her, but maybe they're into it. Maybe they want to have a foursome. I wouldn't judge them. I would understand. And then, well, we don't really... Oh, maybe that's our dad. Or maybe our childhood friend. Or maybe he's like too embarrassed to come back. Maybe he's like, oh, I want to see Reina again, but I'm too afraid to see her again. Kind of thing. Herbs? I mean, how would he not know what herbs are? Like, even a person from Earth should know that. Like, or maybe he was born like so far into the future that they don't use. Oops. Like, the thing is, I'm always so. You know, I always need to press buttons when I play on a Switch controller, and then sometimes I press like the right trigger or the right analog stick, the left one, and it triggers this thing here. No, not when you talk like this, I guess. But it always makes me, you know, kind of want to press buttons, and then I press buttons, and sometimes things happen and sometimes they don't, which is kind of annoying. I need to kind of unlearn how to just press random buttons. Like, but now, the lock is on the right stick, see? So... Is he old enough to play? Okay, let's see if the kids also make a joke about us having a boyfriend now. Let's see. Hey, lady. Oh, Reina. Well, they don't really care about it. Well, that makes me kind of sad for the kids. But next time we will tell them the story. You know, maybe it's gonna be the same story that we told them last week. But maybe, you know, kids can be easily trolled, not trolled, like tricked like that. Like they can, you can tell them a story 5 times in a row. They won't care. Doesn't seem to be in white. No. Oh no. Well, I don't want to talk to the maid because she's gonna make a boyfriend joke. What about this little kid walking around here? What's so special about the well little kid, huh? No little kid, I think that's a little bit too dangerous. Like, you know, we've almost got killed, so... You know. Well, Velma, old woman, maybe you would have also forgotten about her. Maybe she has dementia, so... Why does she need to clean up? We saw her room, we saw the whole house. Like there was nothing dirty in there. Like it was picobello, that's what you say in German. Picobello clean. Even though that's not a real German word, it's kind of, I think, maybe it's like Italian. Like pico sounds very Italian, but the Germans kind of took it. Maybe it's not even Italian at all. I got a boyfriend. Hero. The thing is, what do we need saving from? Like the earthquake, obviously, there's monsters running around now, but... And he... Outside the door. He doesn't have any manners. Like if someone tells you to not go inside, you don't step inside. Like, you should stay out if someone tells you to, right? I mean, obviously it's kind of rude to also make your guests wait too long. Even though for us it was 10 seconds. He's gonna get lost, isn't he? He better stay in the village, so we can find him again. I mean, if he's a hero, he should be okay, right? Damn, maybe our mom just wants to meet him. Jesus Christ, she kind of wants him. I mean, why wouldn't the mom believe her? Like, we don't know her relationship, right? Like, maybe Reyna always tells a lot of weird stories and nobody believes her, maybe? Like, we don't know that. Wait, why is he going to the house where the newly couples are married? No, wait, if we step inside, are we going to find something bad? Or maybe we just ask him about him. Haven't seen? Diaz Flak. Who cares about Diaz Flak? I mean, maybe that's our dad. But he doesn't have the same name as us, so... Maybe we don't have a dad anymore. Oh, that was like a topic that Reyna didn't like, kinda. So maybe the big terrible incident probably means maybe we lost our dad in it. That's what I would assume. Like, she had this reaction like, I have to get going. Which maybe would bring in some painful memories again. That's what I would think. Hey, there you are, Claude. Yes. Let's go home and meet my mom. She's a little bit lonely since my dad died, so I hope you can be my new stepdad. I mean, actually, he doesn't have to be her dad. Like, they can... Holy shit, that's a lot of food. Turkey. And bread. And salad. And soup. And stew. Food. Dinner. Yummy. That's a little bit too much though. Like, who's gonna eat that? Like, even a hero... I mean, in most stories, a hero would eat a lot, so... Yeah, you know, look at Son Goku and any other shonen MC, they always eat a lot. But obviously he doesn't look like the typical Son Goku muscle-head kind of person who only wants to fight and eat. So maybe he won't be able to eat it all. I would eat it all. Like, I wouldn't let that mommy's cooking go to waste. You know, you have to show her yummy, 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 yummy. Because otherwise she may be disappointed and won't let you marry her daughter. An hour later. Ooh, it's kinda late. But is this our room? Isn't this like mom's room? Why are we in mom's room? Like, I would think that it's the mom's room because it has double bed. Don't touch the drawers, you know. Those are off limits. Don't look what's inside of them. Okay. He's a little bit stuffed. That's what I wanted to say. I mean, it's already nighttime anyway, so obviously he should sleep. I mean, the mayor's house is like 5 seconds over. Like, what can happen in that time? Nothing. Like, it's over here. Like, why would the mom tell us to be safe? And there's even fireflies flying around. Oh, damn, he's old. Jesus Christ. Nice beard, though. The thing is, it's more like the gun of light, or at least that looked like a gun. I thought he shot at the monkey, right? We need to kill him in his sleep. Well, Mayor, are you gonna come or not? It looks like everyone kinda trusts us. Like, you know, I guess in other JRPGs, if you play as a boy kinda, it's always like, oh, it's the boy again who tells stupid stories. We won't believe you, we won't believe you. But here it's like, she's a girl. Girls are more trustworthy to adults than little boys. Let's just be honest here. Teenage boys and young boys... Wait, why does mom look so worried? Is she pregnant? He's already gone, right? What did mommy do? What? H word in German it would be Hurensohn, which means son of a bitch, kinda. That's the, like when you think about an H word in German, where people say like, oh, tell me a word with H, they would say Hurensohn.
まだよくわかってないみたい。
いいから落ち着きなさい。彼もまだ。
Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about him like that. He can hear us.
あなたがクロードさんですか。初めてお目にかかり。
クロードです。
I mean, he would know what a hero is though. Like, has he never seen any Bio movies? Like, obviously on Earth, you don't really have heroes in the fantasy kind of way, but...
ところで、レナから。
いや、そんな。
どこへ行かれるおつもりですか?
Krosse. Die Krosse Krabbe. The... What's Mrs. Krabs or Mr. Krabs' thing called in English? The Krosse Krabbe is like the place SpongeBob works at in German. Because he has probably amnesia. It has to. It has to be.
クロードさん、あなたはただの旅
人じゃなかったら、
おそらく異世界のもの。
Man, as a word, Isekai?
旅人というのは世を忍ぶ仮の姿。違いますか?
I mean...
ちょっと待ってください。
I think there's a big misunderstanding here.
次のような言葉があります。この地、
He will appear.
脅威にあなたは異国の服をまとい、光。
そんな。
I mean,
の剣なんて僕は。
show us the gun.
そんな、私を助けてくれ。
Show it to us, but don't shoot it inside.
それは。
この人は違うのでしょう。
I mean, but he looks very much like a hero, and even if he isn't a hero, like why does he have to fit the description?
光の剣ではありませんが、確かにそういう武器を持っています。でも、だからといって僕が勇者である。
どうしてそんなことを言うんです？
Yeah, I mean, we're the one jumping to conclusions.
僕にそんな力はないよ。そもそも何？
I mean, just kill some monsters, like, then you can be a hero, like, why does he have to be like a little pussy like this?
この村に起きているのではありません。
Like, if we say he's the hero, he has to become the hero, no? Like, is he really gonna let us down, like me and Mom?
本当にご存じないようです。今から3
months ago. I mean, the Sorcerer Globe is probably a spaceship or something, maybe?
北西に位置する別の大陸に。
That's what I would assume.
国の領地の一つ、エルリアの町に。
The thing is, I would have a bad time trying to remember all of these names from the towns and everything without going there first.
やがて異変が起こりました。平和だったエル王国に突如、多くの魔物の群れが、今までそのようなことは全く関連づけて考える方がおかしい。
I mean, it makes sense that they would be related. Maybe it brought in the virus.
墜落した隕石をどう考えてもあの
Maybe we should just blow it up with, like, there's mages in this world, right? So maybe just cast some explosion magic and bump.
あなたも突然現れた。
でも
今
I'm just a human.
世界に異変が起きつつあります。今までになかったような群発。
でも僕は
You can become one. I mean, isn't it kind of better to be someone that isn't born into some cool stuff? Like, if someone is like born to be a hero, that's kind of lame, isn't it? Like, if you become a hero with a normal bloodline, that's way cooler.
説明しても分かっていただけるかどうか。ただ言えるのは
Well, you can go back if you fix this.
分かりにくいです。
でも
そうです。そこまで強硬に否定しなさる以上。あなたのおっしゃること。
Well,
そんな
that kind of sucks, doesn't it, now?
いや、
at least he has a cool bandana, I guess.
ごめんなさいね。
How about we become the heroes? Like, why do we have to listen, or why do we have to wait for someone else to appear? Why can't we just make it appear? Why can't we just be the heroes? Why can't we just say, like, hey, let's go there and save the world, you know? Why isn't Claude a little Chad, you know? Why isn't he saying like, oh, I will become a hero, Vanna?
絶対そうだと思った。
And he still hasn't let us see his gun, you know? Like, he should show us what he can do, and then we can be the judge of it. The thing is, I like to wiggle my toes kind of on the ground, but I can't do it with this ingrown nail. I don't even know if it's an ingrown nail, but it's kind of uncomfy, so... And it sounds more dramatic if I say it's an ingrown nail. You ought to be standing... Last time she didn't want me to get outside, and now she's like, oh, go out, little kiddo. Like, what if I go to the forest again? Mom, you know, you don't make sense. Right, we are supposed to go into the forest. Why? Like, it's kind of like, yeah. I mean, yeah, she would know that we want to go to the forest. Why was she so against it yesterday? But now she's like, yeah, go to the thing. Thing is there even a button to make the minimap bigger? Okay, on select. Well, I mean, if you make the minimap into a big map, it's not a minimap anymore. But you would think in most games, you know, you would have a button that makes the minimap translucent. Like, you would want to make it so that you can see that map in big, but walk at the same time. Okay, we know that you're here, Kenny. Enemy symbols. Green, weak, purple, normal, red, strong. Characters touching enemy battle from the front will begin a battle. From behind or being touched by behind. Okay, pretty normal stuff so far. And next time we will have to see what it means to be a hero. And if Claude can become a hero in this beautiful tale that we call Star Ocean 2. Till next time in part 2. Sorry, I don't like doing this voice. I don't even know why I did it. It's very late for me, so I'm gonna go sleep. Good night.